Hello everyone, welcome back. Today let's solve the 17th top coding interview question from 48 top coding interview questions curated by LeetCode. We'll solve this problem using Python. So this problem is converting string to integer. It's called A to I, ASCII to integer, ASCII to integer, A to I meaning. So given a string like this, which is a number which is in the form of string, we have to remove the string part and then show the integer number. That is what they are asking us. Plus, there are few checks, few conditions, like if the number can have a spaces here. If you see, number can have a leading spaces. So remove those spaces, right? Read and ignore any leading white spaces. Number can also have a negative number. You keep the negative number is what they are saying. Negative or positive number, you keep the number as is. Number can also have, yeah, this is what it says, the leading space. Number can also go beyond, range of 2 to the power of 31, 2 to the power of 31, which is, billions of numbers, to more than 2 billion numbers. So if you go beyond this, right, beyond this number or less than this number, minus negative of 2 to the power of 31, plus or minus negative of 2 to the power of 31. So what we have to do is we have to simply return this number, not the number which is there, because it is going beyond the integer. That is what they are asking us. So there are, and then there can be numbers with strings as well. Like after that, there can be numbers with the strings also. We also ignore those. We just return this number. That's what they're asking us. I already have a code. I'll simply put a breakpoint and then explain you what exactly this code is all about. The program starts from here. The program, yeah. So I'll put it here. The program starts from here. This is the function though, but it will not be called. It will not be called unless we explicitly call the function. Basically, it will not be executed unless we explicitly call the function, right? So program starts from here and then goes inside this. I'll simply say run and debug. So it will, yeah, it starts here and then I'll simply go. I'm parsing this, converting this string of integer to integer. First thing is obviously, if the string is empty itself, if not s, then return 0. So if, however, we have a string, so it will not go inside this. If there are any spaces, right, before the starting of the string or after the end of the string, so it will remove. This function will take care of removing the leading and trailing white spaces. So luckily we don't have, so it doesn't matter. So now it is job of to take care of the symbol. So if you see here, if you see this part, a the sign operator, right? Sign is the first, like if you remove these white spaces, the first character, first index elements which is there at index 0, the character which will be the sign symbol. So that is what this is doing. I'll simply show you here. What we are doing is, let's take this positive as a start the symbol as positive. It's a by default everything is positive, right? So we're mentioning there's a positive sign as a true. If s, basically if you have a string is there, string has some values, and then index is 0, the index is sorry, negative, then you say that it's not a positive number, you just put it as a negative number, and then you keep you say that, okay, this will not go inside this. So and then you save that pos, whatever the value you have, right? If you take it and then you save that number, either positive or negative. So we'll use this. We use this variable if it is a positive. By default, it is a positive, else it is a negative, right? So we are checking this condition. This condition, if it is negative, then we are marking this as a false. We are below. You will see what happens when we change this, and then either positive or negative. So we don't need that part, right? I mean, to parse the string, we don't need it. We remove that. You see, we are starting from here it doesn't go, although, but if there is a symbol, it removes the first index, so it starts from the index 1. So which is like, let's say if it is a negative 42 or positive plus 42, so it starts from 42 and then it removes the first character, although it is not a positive or negative, so by default it's positive, so it will not go inside this. So if there are any leading zeros, right, if there are any leading zeros here, this will remove the white spaces, but there can be a string with the zeros as well, so we have to remove those. Luckily we don't have. Yeah, now the actual logic starts. Here till here you are just cleaning the data. Now here the actual logic starts. We're checking the length of is less than this, and then So here S of I, which is I is 0, I is 0, S of I 0th index 4 2, 4, right, 4. You're checking here if that is there in any of these. So basically you iterate through each and every character within the string. Although it's a number, but it's like a character for this. For the first time, obviously, you take that and then parse it, and you take one by one and you parse it and put it in the result. That's all. For the first time, yes, it is empty. This is empty, so you put it result now. When you see res will be 4 because you take that string 4, character 4, and then convert it into integer and put it. Yeah, 4, you got it 4. Now you increase the I because you are iterating through string, right? Next is 2. It will not again go here directly. Because it is in the still in a while loop. Now it's again it will check S of I, which is 1. 1 is nothing but 2 here. S of I index is 1, I is 1. S of 1 is the value is 2. So because the result is already there, it will not go inside this. However, it goes inside this. So what we need is actual. The first element is 4. Now we need the next element. We cannot concatenate, right? Suddenly we cannot put 4 2 next to it. So it's a number. So but we have to. I can simply add 2 to it. If I add 2 to it, so it will become 6. So that's the reason it's a 42, right? So I have to multiply this number to make it ones and tens places. So so I have to shift this numbers towards left, right? So to the tenth place. So that's the reason I'm just simply multiplying with result with 10. So that becomes 40 plus this becomes 2, right? So 42. This value will give me 2 because a string of 1, index 1 is 2. So I'm converting string of 2, character of 2. So I'm converting that to integer and then multiplying result whatever I have, that becomes 40. Result will be 42. That's all. So that's all. The while loop is completed now. So here, if you see, there are many more checks. If after doing all of these things, if the result is 0, if result is none, so you're returning 0. If not, you're returning result. That's what you're doing. This is here again here. Apply sign operator here, whichever we did here. Whichever the calculation true or false based on this. If result if positive, so you keep the result as is. If it is a positive number, else you keep append the negative value to the result. That's what it's saying. And then finally, this is the important part. If you have a number which is you take the maximum between these two and minimum between these two. So if your number goes beyond 2.4 1 2.1 something like that, so billions of number is there, more than 2 billion basically. So you take that number and then so you maximum, whichever is the maximum, you take it, or minimum within this range, and then it is not going beyond that, so obviously you take this and that's all result. So you will get the result as 42. So you can basically try, like, maybe let's say many other numbers. I would suggest you also try something like a 9999, like some billion number, and see what is that you get. uh, I mean, you should not you should get the maximum number, this number. Let me know in the comment section which is like a two more than 2 billion. You also try debugging this and let me know in the comment section with these two examples. Put the debugger, understand, and then see how the code is getting flow, so you will understand different other concepts. So that's all, guys. I have the similar code here, except this function is default one. So I already ran this. I'll show you one more time. You can execute and see. You will get the same answer. All right. Just taking time. I already ran, by the way. I think it's still running. Yeah. So yes, I got the answer. Same as this. So you try out. Try out with some other examples which are here, this example, and then this example as well, this minus with the leading spaces, white spaces, and also the examples with zeros, and also example which goes beyond this, and debug and let me know what you find in the comment section. That's all, guys, for this is the easy example. I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.